as you can see, this is not Peke. I know you man were I know you man were really asking me, please get Peke on to talk about the game and that, but I have a heart, man. It's New Year's and I can't be like, hey man, remember that time I smashed you 6-1? Like, do you want to talk about that? So instead, I've got Mr. Commoner underscore SAF, aka Uncle Saf, aka your local electrician, aka CNN underscore Charles. He has plenty of other nicknames, but how are you doing, my good friend?
Everything. Just everything.
Yeah. Encyclopedia of all things.
Yeah. Well, obviously you couldn't bring Peke on after that annihilation. Top two though. Top two in the table.
Hey, one of us here hasn't even let in a goal, as far as I'm aware. Do you want to talk about that game?
Yeah, they keep talking about it.
We can start there. Tell us about your game, and then we'll get into my
massacre. So my game. Okay, so a bit for the people at home, right? When we were in it, we didn't know what we were going to go out on. I knew like Ruski gave Jace a good game the last round of matches.
Yeah, he kept coming back.
So I knew he could score, and so I didn't want to concede. And then I went 2-0 up, and then I just started dicking around because
wait. You went 2-0 up, and then you gave a little shout out to your mom.
I gave a shout out to my mom. But what they cut out, like I was pretending to talk to my Twitch chat the whole time, so I was really putting off Ruski. Yeah. I felt so bad for Danny. But yeah, comfortable 2-0 victory. I can't
lie. We were quite impressed because, you know, for me, obviously, I told them last week. So for the first night, we were all there just watching each other play FIFA and whatnot around the table. And I'm like, okay, this guy is decent. Yeah, I can see something there. But when you went and just kept on packing guys in, I was like, oh, okay. Here's one to keep a closer eye on.
I'm a better player when I'm like, than when I like stream or when I was like around you guys, because I just get distracted easily, which is why I wore my headphones and listen to music, because I just get distracted so easily.
Thailand music, to be specific.
Yeah, Thailand music. I knew they were going to keep that in the second they said it. I was just like, that's making the cut. And I think we were talking about it at the same while we were in the show, saying like, how are we going to go back to like playing as champs?
Yeah, like this level of stress and intensity.
Because like it's so much bigger than like just a normal champs game or trying to get like elite or something. This is like potentially our whole lives or our whole content creation lives. It was good to get that win because I think I was the first game. They changed the order in the show, though. Did you notice that?
Yeah, a couple orders were different for sure.
But until that day, I think it was, we didn't know like whether it was going to be just goal difference or whether it was going to be points then goal difference.
They really weren't telling us about the format. Like they kept everything on the wraps. Because even for me personally, I think if I remember correctly, I think Crunch beat Miriam 4-1 before my game actually. We all were under the assumption that it could be a case of whoever loses by the most today only, like in its own individual table.
Because people were safe.
Yeah, so that's what I was thinking. Okay, so if I score anything more than 4, Peke's probably gone home, Miriam is safe, whoever else lost 2-0, whatever, is also safe. So I've gone in there in my game now. Obviously, you know how I am. I had this shirt planned beforehand, which means, you know, it's about goals now. They were telling me, oh, we were sleeping in the first game. I said, okay, cool. Let's see who's gonna sleep now then. You better wake up now. Again, like, you know, we're all cool in the house. I feel like everyone kind of got along well, especially like obviously first 3-4 days, whatever it is. So in my head, I'm like, right, I don't want to be too violent, but at the same time, it's TV. If Balotelli backed out the wire with me at 6-1, guess what scoreline I have to get? So after getting 3, 4, 5, I realized, hold on a second.
Do you know what my favorite bit was though? Was the penalty. That was hard, man. That was so.
They slightly cropped that bit as well because I wanted to show where I was the one who stood up and said like, where should I go? Because they've got it as like Philly saying, "Hey, yo, go right," and I'm like,
They cut. Like,
I took the initiative to say,
bloody editors.
I am standing up. I am going to ask all of you. But what I never realized yet until I looked afterwards was that I actually looked him in the eyes and said like, "Listen, I'm going there."
You
just see him there. He's like. What a not nice guy. I'll say.
That was very funny. That was very funny.
Yeah, I can see everyone cheering in there.
I think that for that game as well, like we sort of clocked that you were the better player, like before the game. But then also like just I don't know why it came about, but it came about that Peke was like this excellent defender.
I was saying that in my stream as well.
And I love Peke. Peke, honestly, one of the nicest, sweetest people you'll ever meet, right?
Great magic tricks.
But he's not that great at defending. And like, we were being told, like, I can't remember who by, but like the producers.
Philly started it, and then he was saying it himself because he had like the pro clubs thing or whatever.
He's a pro club player. He's a pro club like player, manager or whatever.
That's what I'm saying. And I saw Crunchy's goal against him episode 1. I said, okay, cool. Best defender in the whole show. No worries. Let's see about that one then, shall we? And then, I had to do what I had to do. Again, when we realized it's about goal difference now, I was like, okay, I only beat Miriam 1-0. And if it's a scenario where it's like a league table throughout the whole show and we have no idea, but if everyone else plays Miriam and wins like 4-0, then I'm kind of at a disadvantage. Let me just bag 6 or 5 or 6 and be good. Obviously now those of you that have watched it, you know he didn't go home, so that's like, I don't feel as bad now. Obviously, like he was crying, so you do feel bad. You don't want to see somebody crying, of course. I didn't understand that was going to be the reaction, of course. But like,
I think people maybe won't quite get from the show. But like knowing that we were all friends, but then obviously when it came to the games, it was serious. So it was stressful. And like when you're in that scenario where it's like, I could be going home from something that I really want to win. Like it just all comes crashing down when you find out that you're.
No, honestly, even like the moment, for example, where we leave the arena, you can tell the mood in the car. Like, people that feel like they're like going home, or you can tell that they know they don't really want to talk or interact or whatever. And it's like, I understand it. Like, let's just all just have our music in and that and just do our own thing.
Yeah, I remember the mood changed after that. It became a bit more serious.
Very tactical.
Tactical as well.
The challenge for this week, though, I can't lie, I enjoyed it. I think it was probably more fun than the Volta one. However, nobody got to see how much fun I had because
my god, that was so funny.
I had 0.02 seconds.
I watched it because I watched Milo's run, and then I was next, and I was thinking, bloody hell, they're showing a lot of this. Like, okay,
run? Nice, I can't wait.
Okay, full run. Okay, and then they showed Crunchy's full run, and Crunchy obviously had that kerfuffle in the middle. They did me a favor, by the way. They did me
massive favor. People don't believe me. When I say my one was good, they're thinking, oh, because they just showed me doing one dead touch. Ask this guy how many attempts he had to hit the darts board, man.
I had 3 attempts at the dartboard, and I just couldn't get it. So, like, kicking the ball was, like, getting any sort of lift on it was impossible.
And you have no idea what kind of football it is, because obviously, like, it's one that's clearly meant to stick.
Soft. It was,
so you just having to guess.
And also, like, the ground was like, and I know, like, this is like just bare excuses now, but like, trust me, right? Like, you just run a whole obstacle course, you're a little bit out of breath, right? And then it's sort of like you got like this spongy ass ball that you need to kick on this dartboard, and you're trying to like aim. The ground is like bloody horrible, right? And then it's just like
at that mad angle as well.
Ah, mate, and we were so low compared to where like even the bottom of the dartboard. So I had 3 attempts. Jace had 3 attempts as well, right? But Jace hit a bigger number. I hit like 3 or something.
You hit 3.
I want to say, but I got there quite quick. Like I did, like in terms of the obstacle, I wouldn't have won unless I hit like a big number, anyways, because like it really did change. But yeah, like they saved me in editing. They absolutely saved me in editing.
They've buoyed me off yet again. Like they've literally put in the one error. The one error, that the slight little touch, and now I'm getting memed all over my Discord. And
which clip was your?
So I've done all the like little step, like all the round the poles and that.
Where the ball goes off.
No bumps. Yeah, and then I do the 5 kick ups, easy, left, right, boom. I put the ball down here, and I can drop it outside the circle, and then boom. That exact clip here is there, and nothing else from me. That's it. Is like, hi man, look at this loser, can't kick ball. Yeah. See you later though. At least you can play FIFA. No, show them that I was actually quite fast, please.
Yeah. Man, well, you were second off Jace.
Yeah.
Jace hit a bigger number though, if I'm not mistaken. He hit like he hit like 17 or something.
I think he hit 19. I hit 17, something like that.
There you go.
So it was literally a case of like whichever number it was that we hit would have made either of us win. So I don't mind too much. I think when you don't win as well, the pressure is kind of off in terms of not picking who you play, or like ever so slightly. I'm sure if you're the one that's picking and you're picking someone to have a hard game, they're gonna slightly not resent you, but they're gonna be like, this guy is not really a big fan. So I have no enemies there. I'm just playing my games. If you want to play me, you play me. It's not really.
Well, I think that was certainly the mindset early on, where it was just sort of like we're just playing each other, right? You know, there was no real like tactics to it, but that comes later. So stay tuned.
It does indeed. There are more tactics. But speaking of our tactics and speaking of Jason as well, I think you wanted to mention something specific. What a perfect segue.
Fucking honestly, my hair's horrible. So people at home, you got to understand, they did Jay so dirty. They did Jay so dirty. Whether he wrote this stuff down, I don't even know. He hasn't. Has he yet confirmed?
No, I've seen the picture. So actually, it just has like our names, but then below that is random information about what he plans.
That's what I was saying. Yeah, okay.
And YouTube and whatnot. Yeah.
So like, there's a way of watching that where I just look like an asshole.
The way they crop things is so like it's so mad. Like they've done me like that a few times as well. And like for example, my game, right? They're like, they've put me in an interview that's clearly not from this episode, and it's me like saying, once you get in the dome, it's no messing about or being silly with banter and that. And I'm thinking, hold on, I've just won like 6-1. I'm there celebrating every goal and that. You're telling me like no banter, full sweat mode. I'm not a sweat there. But nothing can come close to what they did to Jason. Yeah. I had people like my friends outside of streaming and whatnot that watched it. They were like, "Hey, yo, who's this sweaty nerd? Like, what's wrong with him?" Who's this guy? Yeah, what's his bang out doing, mate? Tell this guy to go outside.
What's not mentioned is that's my room, and there's like 4 people in my room.
I think that, I mean, to be fair, they did say like they were not overly pleased with the fact that we're all just good friends. They said that literally it was like, have a bit more drama. Because there's one part here for no reason at all where like, actually I'm in a different room at that point. Let me not even mention that one because then that's like another week ahead. So I'll leave that one. Yeah, I agree with you, mate. Yeah.
Fantastic. Because we can talk about a lot here, but when
there's so many things that need to be added that will come over time, I assume.
The part about what I sort of wish they had more of was just us like sort of like talking amongst ourselves, you know, and like these filming these days, like they were like full days where we would arrive and we wouldn't even start filming for like a couple of hours, and then it's like, and then we've got like a full day of, you know, that obstacle course. It took like, it must have taken like 6+ hours to film. Right?
A lot.
And
especially
so like there was
just we wait in the car and then they blow up the inflatables and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, and then there's a lot of time of us, like the contestants, like us chatting to Philly, you know, talking to Philly's manager Taff. If they just had cameras everywhere, always filming.
The thing is that at the same time it's less like rather you not hear some stuff as well, though, innit? It's like it kind of
of course, not in our rooms maybe, but in the communal areas, like you know.
Yeah, I agree. I hear you. It's a weird one because obviously we felt more comfy because of that. Because when we have those like forced convoys where there's cameras like above your head and that, it gets gets a bit long. I guess you mean like Big Brother, where it's just like you just go about your life and then they're just I think worth capturing, they just capture it.
Like the juxtaposition from like us hanging out to then us like playing each other in like challenges and things like that. It wasn't just sort of like a snap where it's just sort of like, okay, and now you got to beat this person to stay in the competition. Because I learned a lot from people like you, like Crunch and Jace, like see, because you guys are like the arguably bigger content creators.
We're forgetting a certain somebody has 400,000 subscribers.
No, I was about to say and Milo, but definitely like you guys in terms of like what I do. Like you guys you guys are just like bigger than what I do, and so like learning from you guys, like it was like a massive thing of something that I got out of the show, which I feel like is lost on because they don't have us like being ourselves.
Yeah, I feel you, because I was saying like even before. So right now, obviously nobody knows wherever we finish, 7th, 4th, 1st, whatever. For me, it's like as long as you. Or I went there and I learned loads from, like you said, yourself, Crunch, like especially Crunch with the whole TikTok stuff and
mate, Crunchy, like the amount that guy works. behind the scenes is
mad. If anything, he should be the strategist guy. He was the one that had the notes.
Man.
They should have made it him. And
they did it.
Even like Philly himself as well. Like obviously, regardless of what happens now, everyone knows like, okay, we are cool with Philly afterwards because like they've seen us on his streams and whatnot. So that's even another win, if you like, in the sense that like
definitely
we all got along and whatnot. So it wasn't like he comes on shoot and then he just leaves and then that's it. We go back and just go home and sleep or whatever. Like everyone was genuinely cool. Even like the camera crew, the producer, everyone was genuinely like good vibes with each other. So
yeah, I want to behind the scenes is what I'm saying. G2, get a behind the scenes next time because we've never made a TV show. They know what they're doing. They know what looks good and what like makes it easier. Because remember, we always used to get the but it was like buzzwords or buzz sentences. No, it's not how like I would necessarily talk or King would necessarily talk or like but it's at the same time, it's not like we were given a script. It was just that we were prompted for everything. So like, even when it's like the magic trick, right? Like it was prompted. Like we had seen Pekka had shown us that, but then it was
just
all
see him walk in like, oh, he just comes in like, oh, what's going on there then?
Exactly.
Do that again. Do that again. Do that.
Yeah. Do that again. We love that. And so like, if we're looking a bit awkward, it's because we sort of are.
And honestly, let's not also forget, some of those like scenes or whatever are recorded so many times that we end up getting fed up and it's being sarcastic. So for example, the Pringles thing, right? When Philly throws me the Pringles can and he's like, oh, do you notice anything different? Like the seventh time, I'm like, what? It has our names on it? Wow. And we just getting like more and more sarcastic as time goes on. Especially Basti was another one. Basti was making everything so sarcastic. It was like, they're not going to put this in. We're just sitting there like,
and like we're not actors. We're not actors. I was literally just walking from my bedroom to the thing, and they were like to the kitchen, and they were like, "Oh, is there anything like you're finding hard about?" And I was just like, "No." Like living with other people, I was just like, "No." And they were like, "Oh, what about like annoying habits?" And I was just like, "Oh, I guess I'm probably the most annoying with nicknames and stuff." And then they were like, "Okay, let's film that."
And I guess to end it, the most cringe thing they tried to get us to do that we finally said no.
Oh my god!
We found out. So we've now seen Miriam and Ice Cow get eliminated. Now imagine everyone's hugging, they're saying bye. We're clearly sad. Obviously, we know they're gonna stay for a little bit, but like they're still eliminated, so you feel sorry for them. And then Mr. Director comes in. I won't bait out his name because obviously just like, why not? Just leave it there, innit? He comes in, it's like, okay, how about everyone put their hands in and goes 1, 2, 3, G2, and we're like, no, like, allow it. Like we hear it, like you're the director of that, we understand like what you know best and that, but this ain't it, Chief. This is not the time to be getting everyone to be like 1, 2, 3, G2. No, thank you.
If we didn't want to do something, we have to like not be there, basically. Right? If they
just hide.
But it's true. This was the first time where we were like, just don't do that.
Like just let it go, mate.
Where like they're filming us and we're just like, don't do it.
Get this out of my face before I start biting the microphone.
They really wanted
and then
that.
it ends with the most ridiculous scene to record, which again they don't understand is recorded multiple times. They've got them walking out with the suitcases like it's The Apprentice multiple times. Like if I'm out here, just let me walk out one time and that's it. I'm not coming back and saying, "Oh, sorry, you don't look sad enough. You don't. You need to look like with some tears in your eyes." I'm already out. Just let me go.
Yeah. Just let me go.
But anyway, you man, that's pretty much all of it we can say so far. Episode 2. Hope you man enjoyed it. I certainly did. I'd like to think that was my episode personally.
It was. I mean, it was very much watching it crunch and friends. Because it was like crunch had about
15 interviews, but fair enough.
But I think it was a lot. Honestly, like I think the main thing from it is just how much fun this experience was for all of us. I think like just so ridiculously different to anything that I've certainly done. I don't know about you.
Likewise.
So like and the challenges and the games, they were so different.
We'll say that we start getting out of our comfort zone very quickly. Very quickly.
Definitely.
But for now,
it gets harder. It gets harder.
Yeah. And judging by the table so far, I'll have it on the screen. It seems as though 2 of us are at the top. 2 England flags. It's coming home, mate. It looks like it's coming home. Don't know which home it's going, but it's like it's coming home.
Yeah, it's true. It's coming home.
Anyway, I'm gonna slap all your socials and that in the description. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Episode 3. I'll have the link and that all ready for you guys next Sunday. Oh, Happy New Year as well, actually. Probably gonna be
Happy New Year.
time I post this as well. So full of blessings and good productive vibes for you lot. Other than that, I'll catch you man in a bit. Safe. Yes.
Is that your sign off? That little.
Yeah, the little.
Yeah.
Saucy.